For all of the 3.5 billion years that life has been evolving on Earth, it has been evolving in the light-dark cycle determined by the sun. Light and dark has determined the activity and the rest of every life form on the planet. Some choose long cycles, trees. Some have cycles that are fast and furious. Think chin-strap penguins. They sleep 10,000 times a day, but only in 4-second micro-nap bursts. But all of those 4 seconds add up to 11 hours of sleep in a day. All mammals sleep, and none of them seem to have a particularly big problem with it, except Homo sapiens. There is evidence in caves in South Africa that reaches back 77,000 years ago that shows that Homo sapiens was trying to sort of really get a comfortable bed going even back then, using various branches and leaves that had insecticidal and larvicidal properties. Back then already, the bed was hard and the bed bugs were biting. Over the past few thousand years, a lot of things have changed. Sleep fashions have come and gone. There were times when the bedroom was an absolutely public space. Think King Louis and his privy chamber. Those who were allowed into the king's bedchamber were powerful indeed. But then fashions changed again, and in the Victorian times, the bedroom was considered a far more private place. But also, during the Victorian times, a massive change started in the sleep cycle of not just Homo sapiens, but all of life on Earth. As with industrialization, we slowly but surely started banishing the night. With electrification, we started banishing, competing with that great big light in the sky, the sun. And the circadian rhythm of not just us, but all life on Earth, slowly started getting somewhat confused. And that has had consequences. One of the consequences was that how we thought about sleep changed. Sleep was always a perfectly natural thing that one did when it got dark. There was nothing much else to do other than lie down and get a good night's rest. And when the sun came up in the mornings, you got up refreshed and continued with whatever it was you needed to do in order to survive. With industrialization, that idea changed. Sleeping for more than 6 hours a night was considered lazy. This idea of sleep being for the lazy or the weak, sleep being inefficient, you weren't doing anything, were you? You weren't producing anything, you were just lying there, became so ingrained in our modern thought process that leaders started bragging about how little sleep they needed. Oh, I only need 4 hours, said such and such and so and so. And each and every one of them spent their old age sinking into a fog of dementia. Because sleep is not doing nothing. It is not non-productive time. Sleep is so vital to our health that I should have actually put it into the very first lesson. But sleep and our thoughts about sleep are so deeply personal that what I'm going to ask you to do this week takes emotional control. It takes the need to recognize your triggers, to control them and take a rational view at how you think about sleep and what you need to change about your very personal, very private habits in order to optimize your sleep so that you optimize your brain function, you optimize your health, and you optimize your ability to think clearly, to be fully connected to this grand adventure of your life. Without sleep, you're only getting half the picture. You're not seeing your life clearly. You cannot live your life fully. And so, as we move through this week, we are going to identify those moments of sleep that you can improve. And one of the first things we're going to do is to see just how sleep deprived you are due to your idea that sleep is for the weak.